Hey, beauty. If you've been listening to this show for a while, you know that I talk about all different ways to improve our health. I've been talking a lot about spiritual growth and emotional health. I've also talked about different kinds of foods every now and then. Today is going to be a little different. I'm actually going to talk about light bulbs. Did you know that the light bulbs that you have in your house, in your workplace, or in your school can be affecting your health? Well, when it comes to our workplace or our school, we can talk to the administrators to ask them to make the environment healthier, but it is a lot easier to just switch out the light bulbs in our house. This is such an easy way to improve our health. So I thought that I would talk about this today. To me, information like this is very important, and a lot of people don't know about it. So I just wanted to share it with you. Before getting into the show, I wanted to remind you of my free gift for you. It is called Holistically Healthy Woman: 4 Steps to Move Away from Modern Medicine for Christians. Go to herholistichealing.com/free to enter your email and pick up your free guide if you want a healthier body, if you want to get some natural health tips, if you want to move away from modern medicine. This is a great guide for you. Once again, go to herholistichealing.com/free. With all that being said, let's get into the show. If you want to move away from modern medicine, if you want to discover healthier alternatives for your family, if you want a healthy body, then you're in the right place. Hey beauty, I'm Alexandra. I'm an author and clinical research nurse who discovered that Jesus is the source of true healing. I am the Lord your healer. Exodus 15:26. This information comes from a blog that Andrea Fabry did. She is a certified building biology advocate. She's a former journalist and mother of 9. So this information comes from her blog. I will put a link in the show notes. So she talks about 3 different kinds of light bulbs. The first one is the incandescent bulb, which is not as energy efficient, but it emits a yellow-orange light, a broad spectrum of light. This is important because blue light is actually not so great for our health because it suppresses the creation of melatonin in our bodies, which interferes with our sleep, among other things. So that's the first type of light bulb, the incandescent light bulb. Then there's the LED light bulb. The color of light is determined by the semiconductor, and it does not emit any hazardous vapors. And lastly, there's the CFL light bulb, or the compact fluorescent light bulb. This one emits a more of a blue violet light, which is not as healthy for us. It uses less energy and is more affordable, which is why it is so common in some homes and schools and in workplaces. For the CFL bulbs, the electric current runs through a tube that contains mercury vapor. In Fabry's blog, she mentions another article by the EPA talking about how to clean up a CFL bulb correctly if it has broken because the mercury vapor is toxic. So I went to this article. Basically, these types of bulbs contain mercury: linear, U-tube, and circline fluorescent tubes, bug zappers, tanning bulbs, black lights, germicidal bulbs, high output bulbs, cold cathode fluorescent bulbs, metal halide, ceramic metal halide, and high pressure sodium bulbs, mercury short arc bulbs, and neon bulbs. These all contain mercury. Mercury emits ultraviolet radiation. There is no diffuser to filter the UV rays, which can increase the risk of skin disorders and skin cancers. CFL light bulbs generate a radio frequency leading to headaches and other health issues. The article also talks about how these CFL bulbs emit what's called dirty electricity. According to this article that I looked up. It's called Dirty Electricity, Chronic Stress, Neurotransmitters and Disease. This is from the Journal of Electromagnetic Biology and Medicine. The article is by Samuel Milham and David Stetzer. Dirty electricity, also called electrical pollution, is high frequency voltage transients riding along the 50 or 60 hertz electricity provided by the electric utilities. It is generated by arcing, by sparking, and by any device that interrupts current flow, especially switching power supplies. It has been associated with cancer, diabetes, and attention deficit hyperactivity disorder in humans. Epidemiological evidence also links dirty electricity to most of the diseases of civilization, including cancer, cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and suicide beginning at the turn of the 20th century. So, dirty electricity, EMFs have become a big issue in our culture. A lot of people like to deny it, but I've actually heard from a functional medicine practitioner who told me that she gets patients in her office that are so sensitive to EMFs, electromagnetic frequencies, dirty electricity, and things like that, that she has to turn off all the things in her office because that person is so sensitive to EMFs. I've also talked to other naturopaths who do not want to treat certain patients if they are not doing anything to mitigate the effects of EMFs. So, this issue obviously affects more people than others, but I wanted to share this because it is so easy to fix this. Just start buying different light bulbs in your house. So, the worst for your health of these light bulbs is the CFL light bulbs. What is better is LED light bulbs, but what is even better are the incandescent light bulbs, and what is best is natural light. We get vitamin D from the sun, along with so many other things. I believe that there are so many benefits to being outside, to being in the sun, that science has not even discovered yet. Supposedly, there's a war on the sun or something. People say that you shouldn't even be out in the sun, which I don't believe is true. Yes, you can get sunburned, but like I was saying, I do believe that being outdoors is so good for our health. It says in Genesis that we were made from the mud, so I do believe that we have a special relationship with the mud and the sun and nature as God created it. So, to recap, the worst for our health are the CFL light bulbs. What is better are LED lights. What is even better are the incandescent lights. And what is best for us is natural light. So, I hope this didn't confuse you. I know that some of this is over my head. I took physics in high school. I also took advanced physics. And I actually did really well in the classes. I was a really good student, but I don't retain this type of information well, and I don't even understand it well or know how to apply it. So I hope this was not too confusing to you. Just know that there are some light bulbs are better for your health than others, and I hope that you choose to start switching out your light bulbs if you have some CFL light bulbs in your house. I hope that you can just start switching them out one by one. It might be a little more expensive, but once you start switching them out, your mood might improve. You might start sleeping better. You might have some improvement in your health symptoms. Thanks for listening today. If you like what you heard, would you take a minute to leave the show a review? If you want to connect with me, you can join me in my free community. The link is in the show notes, or go to herholistichealing.com. Matthew 11. Come to me, all who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your souls.
For you, it's easy and my burden is light.
This content is for informational purposes only and is not meant to be medical advice.